We are now recording. This is going to be the first time in a while that I've done a voiceover for a game. The last one I did was Toki Doki Literature Club. So this is a bit of a change of pace. But this time, in addition to having a real microphone instead of my Fisher-Price bullshit like I was using,
that was a glorious microphone.
I am now accompanied by my buddy Mike, also on the mic, so this is going to hurt my brain.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi, everyone. It is like 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:30 in the morning, and I have to go to work tonight, and for some reason, we both decided it was a good idea that I was going to try to learn how to play Total Warhammer.
Now, you do have some
with a
time in
co-pilot.
this. You do have some time in this, right? You got about 12 hours?
I think, about a dozen hours in this game. I don't really know much about Warhammer, other than it's been... The idea of the tabletop game I have been really into for years. But it's like $1,000 buy-in. You gotta buy like 800 miniatures and paint them all. And I would love to do it one day, I just didn't have the money to actually pay the entrance fee to play the real game. But this is, of all the Total War games, which I've never really been into, this is far and away the most popular one as far as I know.
So, let me get this straight. Total War, the reason it's the Warhammer's 40K is because it takes place in the year 40,000?
There is two things.
Century?
Warhammer is the fantasy.
Uh-huh.
And then 40K is the sci-fi.
Okay.
So, some of the races translate, like there's the Empire of Man, but that's about it. Like, they are entirely different universes. They're just both owned by the franchise of Games Workshop, which publishes both of these series.
Alright, because you're going to have to talk to me like I'm a kindergartner, because I know nothing about really Warhammer.
I know more about 40K than I know about Warhammer, and Warhammer is, again, the fantasy, the, swords and sorcery.
Right. And
40K is the sci-fi.
Yeah, that takes place in the future.
So I've been trying to learn how to play Warhammer on and off. Like, I kind of gave up on it a year or so ago, and I decided that I had an inkling to try it again. And the two races that I really like in concept are the Dwarves and the Tomb Kings. The Tomb Kings are really cool to me, but their early game sucks, and last time I played them, I just got raffle stomped in 20 minutes and didn't know why.
What race is the Tomb Kings?
They're the Egyptian, undead.
Oh, okay, gotcha. The Raising of the Dead.
It's basically like 2 or 3 pharaohs came out of the ground and have started to resurrect their entire super ancient empire. The dwarves, not only do I enjoy playing them because they're built on artillery, which is, I play a lot of artillery when I play Subcom and stuff like that. But the dwarves' culture just makes me smile.
And explain to them what you told me.
All right, so the dwarves, as everything I've understood about, obviously there's ancient history of the names of all the people who did all the things.
No one cares about that
stuff that I have never looked into and isn't all that amusing. But what I love about the dwarves is their entire culture is built on punishing anyone who has ever irritated you in any way. If someone happened to step 1 foot into your grass and took a piss in the wrong porta-john, it gets recorded in the holy book of Grudges, and that motherfucker must die. And if he doesn't die quickly enough, the Elder Council basically evict you from leadership for letting this grudge exist for too long.
And what is it they say pretty much? The Book of Grudges?
This has been recorded in the Book of Grudges. And the king, Thorgrim Grudgebearer, is the current High King of the Dwarves. He rides into battle on a giant stone throne that's carried by his honor guard. So his honor guard have his throne on one shoulder and an axe in the other, and he's like, "Go that way!" And he's carrying his Book of Grudges in one hand and a big fucking hammer in the other, just beating people from his throne.
So it's like every psycho ex-girlfriend.
It's
will not forget.
It's like that meme of a dude with a saber sticking out of a tank, like, "Drive that way, I want to stab it with my sword." That's what Thorgrim Grudgebearer does.
Alright, let's do it. Let's dive right in, man.
I'm I think 26 turns into a game playing with the dwarves. I've been endlessly brawling with the orcs because they piss me off. Their ability to tunnel underground is making it so I can't really pin them down. Every time I move on their territory, they just show up in mine like, "Hey, how's it going?" Like, God damn it. So I've kind of given up chasing them around.
So it's like the world's worst game of peekaboo?
It's just really
like whack-a-mole?
They just go and attack. Like, I have my 2 outside cities fortified, so they go and attack the middle one that doesn't have any defenses, because they can just go around me. And I'm kind of giving up chasing them around because I can't do it. So I'm just going to like keep barreling on and just taking all of their shit instead.
That's pretty good.
Although I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm kind of running out of money.
I like how you're in loading screen and you're at 48 frames per second. Sorry,
I'm at 1.
Sorry. Because, you know.
This game has some serious load time. This
game,
game,
you're on a loading screen and your computer's like, not today, dude.
I have this loaded on my magnetic drive, not on the solid state drive. So it has like get up and make a sandwich kind of loading times. But once it runs, I've seen no issues with it. Like,
it just looks like it froze because it just keeps saying 3 frames per second.
Like that really slow status bar, that reminds me of like playing games back in 1995. Where you'd start up a game like, all right, well, I'm going to go take a shower now, and when I come back, it'll be ready to go.
You better leave that dial-up 52K alone, or 56K alone.
And I remember when gaming was like that. I remember when I was first learning how to play Descent.
So what was it like, Boomer?
You're older than I am.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I am a spry 15-year-old.
Who just figured out how to cut his grass the other day.
It was glorious. I did have my grass going, and the neighbors were all outside watching me cut the grass like it was an epic show.
His grass was so long, the last time I was there, I was afraid I was going to get attacked by hobbits trying to steal potatoes.
That was my guard force. That's my master plan. If they hide in the bush,
oh
you can't rob my place.
Old man McConnell's going to find us. Get the carrots.
We'll start mowing lawn. There's just like red streaks everywhere. Got a couple of them in the process.
Instead of McConnell coming out with a scythe, it's him walking out with a cigarette, just confused.
It was glorious.
But yeah, his grass was apparently so long, that when he cut it, the neighbors were out with lawn chairs like, oh, look at that.
It was a spectacle for sure.
Which is what I would have done. I would have been there, and I would have been like taking pictures and shit. I would have been calling the police, like something is clearly wrong here.
No, my neighbor Maria, she's like, oh my lord. She went like full religion on me and just like, oh, there is a God. I'm like, oh, thanks, appreciate it. I live in the equivalents of like, you know how like in the white trash neighborhoods, like there's some guy outside with like a little kiddie pool.
We both live in the town of Elgin, but he lives in the El Hino side of Elgin.
So, like, you know how there's like the white trash people always have the kiddie pool out front? They're like, you know, bathing in. They're like really proud of it.
Jesus Christ. I can already tell that when I go back and listen to this video, my head's going to hurt. Like, this is just nonstop.
Oh, but it's glorious because my neighborhood...
It's because we're sitting staring at a loading screen, so... Seriously, I have this on the really old magnetic drive, and you can tell.
Dude, it's like literally so slow. But no, my neighborhood's pretty much like mariachi music in the background. Anything with an accordion, you can wake up to it. Between the hours like 6 a.m. till 3 a.m.
Wake up to some carnival music.
Oh, it's glorious. Nothing gets you going ready to, you know, rue the day more than...
Great. This video is like 5 minutes in and I'm already demonetized. Alright, so here we go. The microphone is mildly in my face. I have to kind of move around.
That's pretty.
So this is...
Is it Christmas time over there?
Alright, so an explanation of what's going on, because Mike has no idea, and for anyone who's never played this game has no idea. The dwarves and the orcs both live in the mountains, so naturally they don't like each other very much. So I'm at constant brawling with the orcs. The dwarves start here in Karaz-Akarak. This is your starting city.
The what?
Karaz-Akarak.
Okay, sure.
This area, these 3 cities, the Pillars of Grumni and Mount Squighorn, these 3 make up one region. This region is known as the Silver Road. If you control an entire region, if you control all the cities in the region, you get to make a mandate, which you can give...
Is that like a law?
You get to load an additional bonus for that area.
Okay. So
and
it's Total War World.
Each city builds its own population, and as its population increases, it opens up more build slots based on the size of the city. The capital is the one that can upgrade to more things. Moving on, you can add infrastructure that gives you more money, unlocks more units, gives additional public order. It's something you gotta fight if it gets too bad. You have a rebellion from the populace to try to overthrow you. And the orcs down here are to the south. The first city I took from them is Karagdran, which I just took recently, and I'm kind of driving them away from it. Off to the west is my small ally. This purple flag is another dwarven race who's been fighting with the orcs to his south. And the vampires have decided they want some.
I'm sorry, there's a vampire race here too?
Yeah, I think the yellow flag is the vampires.
Sure.
I think.
I'll play this game with
Dude,
you.
this is how much shit there is in this game. This is how big the fucking map is.
Why?
This is just me in this little white spot.
Okay, so who's the Gandhi in this game that nukes everybody? There has to be one.
Well, this is Warhammer, so everyone nukes everyone.
But there's
That's just
not
the
one
way it
person that was...
As far as I know, the only race that actually gets, like, WMDs is actually the rat people. They get, like, biochemical nuclear weapons that they can just bomb entire regions of
So like
the
a
map.
plague that they can just bomb with.
I will show you if you want to see.
But
we'll
stick with this for now.
They get, like, chemical weapons that they can just bomb shit. Anyway, if you are in an area that's not yours and your army has taken damage, you start taking attrition because you can't resupply. It's simulating that while your army is there, it's constantly getting harassed by, like, the civilians and border skirmishers. This is one of the orc...
It looks like the biggest rave party that's on the place right now.
This is one of the orc generals who I basically evicted from my land. He's down to just 40 men, and they're falling apart because he's taking attrition damage. He was trying to be an asshat and taking this while I was gone and doing other things.
I just feel like they're throwing tomatoes at him and be like, get out!
Anyway.
Is it death by tomato?
My dudes are currently recovering because this is now my land because I just took it. This is the dude that I drove out of it. He's the voodoo guy! Wurzog the Great Green Prophet. How could you not love Wurzog the Great Green Prophet?
He's a tree.
Yes. The orcs are officially known as the Greenskins. So
I wonder why.
They're like orcs, trolls, goblins, they're all of that.
Yep. Kobolds.
The first story objective I have is I gotta fight some kind of battle over here. But I'm so busy trying to deal with the fucking orcs that won't go away. But they're kind of dealt with now.
What difficulty are you playing on? Normal?
This is normal.
Okay.
I have 2 generals and 1 hero. My hero is the engineer. He can, when he's doing nothing, he can boost the income of the region.
Right, because he comes with some subtle buffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if he's actually in battle, he'll buff troops.
If he's in battle, he acts as his own unit.
Okay.
But I'm trying to keep him out of battle because he's not very good at it. The engineers are mostly support units.
Yeah.
What he does is when he's chilling, he increases the income of the region.
Now,
or he can directly aid or harass other generals.
Now, I remember in Rome Total War, like, I used to play, like, Alexander, and he just, one-man army would fuck shit up. Is this your skill tree?
This is my other general, Alaric Getgold. He's a level 5.
Uh-huh.
And they develop skills and all that just like any other.
So, more XP, more you can put in. You have 1 skill point. So let's go through these real quick on what you got.
Oh, this is going to take fun.
No, just what you have, not what is available.
Alright, so every general gives a leadership aura. And every unit within that aura gets bonuses. If the general ever dies, it basically cripples that battle's morale, and generally your guys just kind of stop caring. So I just took Brass Lungs because it gives him plus 25 to the aura.
Uh-huh.
The king,
That's
Thorgrim...
the AoE, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
The king, Thorgrim, passively gets like plus 75 to the aura. And I've also took Brass Lung, so his aura basically encompasses the entire fucking army.
Uh-huh.
But Alaric, I gave him Oath of Forging, which gives plus 3 Oath Gold per turn. And Oath Gold is used by the dwarves to create new artifacts.
So it's actual form of currency.
It's not currency in that it's used to build artifacts. So the
so that little part up there where it says 50.
The dwarves can build weapons, armor, talismans, and enchanted items to put on their generals to give them additional bonuses.
Because they're forgers.
Because they're dwarves. Yeah. What they do is build shit.
Currently, so it's like their equivalents of like Mithril?
Yeah, so I've given him a Miner's Helm, which gives him additional leadership and armor. Veteran's Gauntlets makes him a little bit tougher. And he could use a weapon, so I guess we'll build him a weapon.
What's he just bare-fisting you right now?
Well, they have their own weapons, but you give them additional bonuses.
Veteran's Hammer. Slayer's Axe.
Can't go wrong with armor piercing. Alaric is my defensive general. He's the one kind of fortifying my regions, while Thorgrim is the one outside doing fights.
So tanks with little legs.
That's what the dwarves are. They have like 2-foot-long legs, and they don't move, but they're really stout. They have a lot of armor to chew through, and they're highly motivated.
We will get this done.
I'm working on getting. I just recently unlocked the grudge throwers, which is the catapults. What I want is the thunders and the cannons, but I need to get this, which is currently on its way to level 3 in 3 more turns. At that point, I can upgrade the siege workshops, and then I get riflemen and cannons instead of catapults and crossbows. The rifles are awesome. The dwarves are like the only guys with gunpowder.
Uh-huh.
And they take extreme gunpowder. Like later on, they'll get flamethrowers. And the upgrade to cannons is the Korean hwachas, which is like a line of small cannons. So they get like volley guns. And then they get helicopters, which drop bombs.
So, you're literally going through this parts of evolution, pretty much.
That's what the dwarves do.
Okay.
So anyway,
Master Engineer at your service.
you can chill out. I don't have a lot for you
He's
to do.
way too motivated, dude.
The dwarves are highly motivated. I've said this repeatedly.
Yeah, but that is like too motivated.
You can't
like,
be too
calm down, dude.
You can never be too motivated.
Okay, so when we were in the army, you tell me you can never be too motivated.
You can never be too motivated.
You remember Neuschwander, right?
Neuschwander wasn't motivated. He was just hungry for cock.
Yeah, but he'd do like a walk by dick
We
sucking.
shouldn't be name-dropping people.
Yeah, okay. So for this conversation, we'll call him Neuschwander. So
This guy that we're going to call Neuschwander, whose name wasn't actually Neuschwander, but it was. We'll give him a code name of Douchewander. There we go. Now it's legally different.
Yes. Anyone good at editing? Give us a holler.
I do need an editor. Like, it's a lot of fucking work. Oh my God. It's so much work to do that shit. This guy over here has been picking so many fights with everyone, and I'm sure he's gonna die.
This is your ally, right?
Yeah, and all the allies he's made are gonna come after me.
It's a double-edged sword. Make friends.
He's
but
out
don't
there
attack
just-
me with your friends.
He's out there fighting everybody, and I'm allied with him. So like,
Enter war on side of ally. Decline and break alliance. You're gonna enter war.
I don't want to break alliance with this dude, but he's pissing me off.
Aggressor. His name is Scabby Eye? No, his name is
No.
Barak Var.
The one he's picking fights with is another fucking orc faction. There's like 8 of them.
Oh, whoa, okay.
Oh, well.
What's this? What's going on here?
So when the orcs tunnel underground, you have a passive chance to intercept them, and you can either let them go or you can go after them. My dudes are badly wounded,
No, couldn't tell.
but he doesn't have anyone, so this is an easy chance to just wipe his ass out.
And without his units kind of thing.
This is without my main army. This is with Alaric, my
Yeah. So this
my
is hero
garrison
versus
guy.
hero, pretty much?
The armies can fight without a hero, but they're only regional. They can't move. So
okay.
if you want to move,
So if you're invaded, your hero is in the territory, then...
if they attack one of your cities, the garrison can defend itself.
Ah, okay.
Without a general. But if you want to move units, the general has to be with it.
Karaz Akarak. That name is going to fuck with me.
Karaz Akarak is the name of the race.
Uh-huh.
Skull Takers is the name of this orc faction led by Gorfak Gutstaba.
Gorfuck?
Gorfak? Something like that?
Gorfak.
And then my general that's currently leading it is Alaric Goldfinder. Or Alaric Get Gold. Get to go.
A more proper name was never mentioned before. This is
We
perfect.
will have vengeance.
There he is. So this is the underground.
Highly motivated.
They're highly motivated.
Dwarf warriors. Quarrelers.
The Quarrelers are the bowmen, and these dudes are all at like +2 because I've kept them alive for
Everything
so long.
I know about the military just reminds me that they're all nut slapping each other down there and be like, dude, you ready to go? You ready to go? Whack! You ready to go? You ready to go? Whack! So you're doing formation now?
So before battle, you get to set your formations. With the dwarves, because the dwarves' movement speed is so low, but their ranged weapons are so good, I tend to put the bows in front of the melee units, and I let the bowmen advance so they can get early shots. And while they're firing, I then move the melee to get in front of them as the enemy approaches. The dwarves are very static. They don't move very fast. They don't have cavalry.
So I thought the bowman would be in the back.
You would think the bowmen would be
But I
in the
guess
back.
because you have all this distance between
But
you.
because the enemy has to approach me,
Yeah.
and the orcs are always so fucking gung-ho to go after me, I just let them run full speed. So by the time they get to me, they're taking fire and they're tired. So it
Gotcha.
works.
So it's all of these against one dude.
Him and one unit
unit?
of bowmen, I think.
Okay.
He's fucked. He was trying to escape is what he was doing, and I caught him. I could let him go.
too motivated.
The visuals in this game, from looking at it right now, don't look
It looks like
much.
a cone of fuck you. Go back. Like to where the... yeah, that right there. It's
That's
like
the range of the bowman.
Yeah. Is this a three-dimensional battlefield? Like he's up there, or is it just like flat and he's just way far back?
No, there's true terrain.
Okay. Oh god, they're moving so slow.
Dwarf warriors!
Are they coming to meet you?
Range far, range fast!
No, he's probably waiting for me.
Oh, he's moving.
For whatever reason, this map started us really, really far apart.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
The orcs are so fervent to fight, they're always going to come after me. So I just let them come. I just
I like how
wait.
you're there we go.
Look how motivated he is. Look at those little legs move.
Dude, look how
Look at those little legs move.
it's just so comical.
He's just
Get out of
pushes
my
his
way.
legs- Get out of my way, bitch. Fuck off. I'm the general. But look how motivated they are.
No,
I gotta say,
that
the
is not normal.
The visuals of this game are very good, considering they don't need to
Let's
put
say
this
they've been
kind of
out,
detail
okay.
in.
Let's say they've been here for like a day. They're already like plugged up. They've already had enough MREs.
Look
to
at them.
last a
They've got
lifetime.
individual beard decorations and shit. It's great.
I wish we were able to grow a beard.
You could if you were black.
No, that doesn't count. They had shaving profile.
Ones unite!
Now, like I can grow a beard anyways. I can get the Joe Dirt thing going.
For the Colours and Core!
Oh, he's coming.
Move now!
God, them little legs, dude.
Well, I'm keeping them on walking pace. You can order them to run,
But they'll be more tired.
but they'll be tired.
Now, why does it look like their health is going down further and further, and they're not even taking damage?
They're not. The green is their overall health. White is, I think their stamina, and orange is ammunition.
Ah, okay. Oh,
Their-
so they actually have an
Their health
ammunition
is
count.
very low because these units are really beat the fuck up. But I'm in way better condition than he is.
Ooh, the cone of shame is gonna mess him up.
Beards ready!
Oh yeah, there you
Beards ready. Not guns ready.
Hey,
Not
dude.
weapons ready. Beards ready.
Bundles! Killers!
go. Did you hit?
Off we go!
Uh-oh.
Off we go! Blow! Kill Urks!
Kill Urks. Because, you know,
The orcs are the Urks or the Groby in the dwarf language.
victory is in your grasp. You've done 2 volleys.
Attack the Urks!
Rah!
The clans!
Mess him up. That's the general, right?
Yeah, and he's a caster.
Uh-oh. Did you just raffle stomp him,
He
dude?
just fucking shield bashed me.
It looked like you just did a running kick. Ooh, he looks irritated. Oh.
The generals can take a beating.
Well, your general's just standing there. He looks so lost. Why is he
He's,
so confused?
He
He just hit his own guy!
He just belly flopped him.
You know, he just belly flopped his own guy. Dude, he's hurting his own people.
That happens.
Dude, why? He has yet to hit him.
No, he's trying to run away.
Now we are worthy!
So the little flag means he's fucking given up and he's trying to run. My
Trip
dudes are
him.
chasing down what's left of the archers way out
Trip
there.
him. Trip him.
Turn around and shoot this motherfucker. Run after that little fucker.
Why is he faster?
Because there's only one of him and a bunch of these guys. Friendly fire is a thing in this game.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Dude, he is hauling ass. He has no stamina. You might want to change tactics to hauling ass.
No, if he keeps running away, I'm gonna win anyway. So he could just run all fucking
But can't
day.
he, like, regroup?
With what army?
That doesn't matter.
Like, he could turn around and fight if he wants to. If every unit...
Don't you
of-
get more experience for, like, killing him?
The fight is over when all of the other side is either destroyed or is quitting the field.
Ah.
So right now, all of his units are quitting the field, so the fight's gonna end anyway.
Ah, okay.
Once morale is broken on a
A unit?
company, then
Uh-huh.
they will leave regardless of what the leaders of shit tells them. In enough time, they'll come back on their own. But if all of them are quitting the field at the same time, the fight ends. Wow, that was a very healthy battle. 7 people died on one side and 1 died on mine.
Yeah, by your own guy. I saw him die.
This guy got a kill.
No, Mr. Get Gold. Mr. Get Gold killed your own guy.
Get gold is now get some.
Get Gold is I'm gonna fuck you up. You're on my team. How?
Heal all of them.
So now what? Should you heal up your people? Oh my god, them dogs are having a seizure.
They've
Your
always been
prestige
chilling.
grows, my lord. News of your conquests spreads far and wide.
So should you heal your
Your
peeps? Or...
developing power is noted by even the most distant of kings.
Shut up. I won $2,000 because that was the 4th time I've destroyed an enemy settlement.
Oh, so it's like a passive quest?
And that general was slain in battle. He died. He didn't escape.
Really?
The Skull Takers have been obliterated. Oh,
You
I
did
just
a
wiped
thing.
out a faction.
You did a thing.
There's nothing left apart from the echoing laughter of thirsty gods. This game is so cruel.
Oh.
Potion of healing.
Yeah, you should probably do that to that unit. Oh, it's an ability you learned.
It's
How do you learn an ability that is a potion?
Well, it's basically an artifact.
Oh, okay.
So you can give it to one of your generals, and it gives them passive hit point recovery.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Who should I give that to?
Can you give it to a unit instead of the general?
No, you give it to the generals.
Oh.
He's got a lot of shit.
Oh, look at Whitebeard.
He's got a bride.
He's his dwarf bride. Wait, where's she? Doesn't have a big beard.
She does not have a beard.
That's a lie. Everything I know about, or everything I know
Wow,
about
plus
dwarves.
9% all income. This one's awesome.
That's not realistic.
This one's awesome. Everybody in range
because
of him,
he's married, he gets more money.
he's the king.
No, because he's married, he gets more money.
He gets the
What
dowry.
reality? What kind of reality is this?
That's what it says. It says it comes with the dowry.
I was married once. I had no money.
A dwarf bride comes with hefty dowry, by tradition her weight in gold, which is apparently 9% of my entire industry.
That's a big bitch.
That's a huge
bitch.
That's a huge bitch.
Oh no!
I have a poet and I have a singer and I have
A fat wife.
bride.
You have a poet, a singer, and a fat
Hey,
wife.
you know, that's how regions marry is power, not attraction.
It is cold in the mountains, so they need
So
to cuddle up
Alaric
next to something
just got
warm.
another level up for winning that fight.
Ah.
So I don't want to give him. I don't want to give him like speed improvements because he doesn't move much. He's like my garrison guy.
Foe Seeker. Is that what for chasing somebody down?
Foe Seeker. Wow, that makes him way faster.
For 25 seconds.
Yeah, but you have to go through all of this to get it.
You have to go through the tree.
So, like, I prefer the red line because the red line basically improves
attack.
every unit in that dude's army,
Okay.
which is far and away more valuable than buffing him himself.
Thunder.
Plus, I don't know.
Tradition, innovation, fire and fury. Missile damage.
This
That's
is
for your archers.
This is plus 2 artillery.
Oh, just artillery, not necessarily the archers.
The grudge throwers, the cannons, and the organ guns are all artillery units.
Did you say organ guns?
Organ gun. That's like the volley cannons.
Oh, okay. Like an organ that you play, kind of organ gun.
So the
Because I'm thinking like they're throwing livers and like pancreases.
that's like what the goblins do.
We have extra Ghibli bits left over.
The
Watch
the goblins, if you haven't seen, I haven't encountered them in this game, but the last time I played this, the orc artillery is like they strap a goblin with like cardboard wings on a slingshot and just fling him at you.
Dude, I was telling you before. That reminds me of in D&D where it's
D&D
like fling
3.5,
ally, yeah.
fling companion.
Yeah, fling companion. We did that. I was a barbarian.
You
and
were always a barbarian.
No, I was a wizard too at times.
Who was a barbarian?
Who
was a barbarian?
Okay, so didn't I fling you? I think you had made a character that was a Moogle from Final Fantasy. And
We don't actually want to get into the
No,
great
I wanna-
stories of Hurdy the Moogle Bard.
I made him a saddle for my shoulder.
Dude, his barbarian had an intelligence of like 4.
No, it's 3 because I took penalty.
And I decided to make a custom race. I made a Moogle from the Final Fantasy regions, the little rabbit people. And I named him Hurdy, and he was a bard. And Mike's barbarian found him so entertaining, and I was able to convince him of anything because I had a charisma of like 20, and he had an intelligence of 3.
I was somebody's pet.
Basically, we easily convinced the barbarian to build a saddle, so the barbarian became Hurdy's personal war mount, while he rode into battle singing songs. on top of the barbarian, who at one point decided to throw me at the enemy so
worked.
I could sing like the dirges that do the penalties to the enemy armies and stuff.
I remember this. All I hear was, no, don't throw me, but all my character heard was, get him!
Get him!
So, yeah, it worked, and you can't say it didn't work. It was glorious.
I had to make use of the situation.
The amount of penalties you took upon impact were glorious, too. You were out of battle for, like, what, couple hours?
I was stunned for 3 turns, and I lost almost 60% of my hit points.
Worth
From
it.
the impact, because his strength bonus was like
22.
+7.
No, yeah, it was. I know my strength was 22. Then I think you did like the battle cry or something.
Because I had already buffed everyone with
Man, it was great.
what is it called? Heroic Surge.
Yeah. God, it was great.
It really hurt. I lost.
I think that was like that battle or sometime later. I did the great swing. What was it? The heavy cleave, and then like once you kill an enemy with cleave, you can just keep going like a whirlwind attack.
That's great cleave.
Yeah.
Cleave lets you hit one additional target. Great cleave, you keep hitting as long as your attacks are successful.
Yep.
So this is my primary army where we're gonna see. I have all these dudes. I have
a lot of people.
6 companies of bowmen, 7 companies of axe, and 3 companies of catapults.
I declare war on them.
Where are you going, you little bitch?
Yeah, he's
here.
declaring war,
You little
dude.
bitch! Get back here!
He is declaring war.
Fuck you! Come here, fucker.
Oh, this is really small.
Oh, it's the Great Green Prophet.
Is that wait? Is that your dude with the throne and a book?
We'll zoom in on him so you can see it.
Oh my
He
god!
is carrying the Holy Book of Grudges.
The Grudge Bearer.
Thorgrim.
Oh.
When he says his name, Thorgrim Grudge Bearer.
Oh, this is good.
Dude, I told you, there's a reason I play the dwarves.
Oh.
Not just because I like their playstyle,
he's
but
just like
because
every-
they make me happy.
He's like every ex-girlfriend though. He's just like, remember that thing you did 3 years ago when you were late picking me up? Yeah, like that's it. He's literally got the thing for it.
Alright, so let's zoom in on Mr. Thorgrim Grudge Bearer. Let's put him over here.
Let's see about this.
Yes. Oh yes.
So that is Thorgrim Grudge Bearer. He has his honor guard that carry his throne, called the Throne of Power, into combat.
Whoa.
And
okay.
he really wants to chop him up.
I like how he moves, and everyone kind of like, oh shit, calm down, dude.
Yeah, so they carry a shield, and they bash people with the shield, and he chops people with an axe while he's constantly referencing the Great Book of Grudges.
So he's talking shit while slicing people open, pretty much.
Yeah.
That is fucking
He's basically like,
glorious.
take me over there so I can chop that motherfucker. And
That's
he's
great.
bad as fucking combat.
Yeah, I got
I've
you.
had a single battle where this dude personally walked away with 54 kills. Like, Jesus Christ, this dude is a monster.
He's a tank
an
with a stick.
He's an absolute brute.
He is a tank with a stick.
And the pride of my military so far is the grudge throwers. This is why the dwarves, I love them so much. Their artillery is unrivaled. And the grudge thrower is only
like
the...
trebuchets, pretty much.
They're catapults, but this
Yeah.
is the level 1 artillery. Then it will upgrade to cannons, and then it will give the organ guns, which are like the hawachas, which is like a multi-fire cannon.
And then missiles. Tell me you get missiles.
You get the, I think it's called the Dragon's Breath, which basically just replaces it with incendiary shells, which causes catastrophic friendly fire, so you gotta be smart with it. The ranged units starts out with the Quarrelers, which are which is the bowmen. And then later you get the Rangers, which are like the stealth guns. And then you get the Thunderers, which are the dudes with the rifles. Which I'm just about to unlock the Thunderers, and I can't wait to get them.
So it's pretty much like people with blunderbuss.
Yeah, they're basically just big old shotguns. This is all that the enemy has. He has 1 unit of cavalry, 3 axemen, 1 bowman, and himself while he's over there. He's just over there having a grand old time. Look at him. He's so happy.
Dude, he's getting his jig up.
Dude, he's got a groove going. Look at him. How could you not love the Great Green Prophet?
Dude, there's gotta be a mod to make him twerk in place.
Wurtzog, the Great Green Prophet. He's so happy.
Your prophet has like dementia, doesn't know.
I
where
do
he's
like
at.
the orc cavalry because they're like warg riders. They look cool. They ride warthogs. This is the one vulnerability of the dwarves is they don't have any kind of cavalry.
Yeah, they're slow little feet.
So if the cavalry get behind my lines and start rocking the artillery, I can't respond to it in any way. So maintaining the line with the dwarves is very important.
The clans unite.
So how I tend to start the fights is I put the archers in front.
There's actual obstacles too.
There is terrain to consider. There's obstacles. If your units are running uphill, obviously they go slower and they get tired faster. I put the archers in the front with the melee men behind them. And I let the archers move forward and start their opening shots. And as they're putting fire down range, I move the melee up in front to cover them. So I get more time firing with the archers than I would otherwise.
Grudge thrower.
The grudge throwers are the
Just the
shit.
names of the like the troops are what kills me,
The grudge throwers?
Yeah.
Aren't they great?
dude.
The savage orc boar boys. The axes are just called the savage orcs, and the error boys are the bowmen.
The error boys.
The error boys.
All right, let's get it going.
All right, now I've got everything set
Fuck 'em
up.
up.
I do like having Thorgrim in the middle though, because his aura is so goddamn huge. Like, see the yellow line?
Yeah.
That's
you mean
his.
the blue line.
So out here, this yellow
Yeah.
line all the way down to the rock.
Yeah.
That's his aura.
That's a blue line. Though.
Like, I can't move the mouse, but there's that gray line that's disappearing as I move off
Yeah,
of him
yeah,
way out
yeah.
there. That is his aura. It's gigantic. He covers my entire army pretty much wherever he is.
So
And
now
then
what are you doing?
well, first I pause it so I can give proper orders to the artillery.
Because that's a thing in battle.
Well,
Guys, don't attack. Let me get my shit together and
hold
unfuck
on.
myself.
Let me properly target your guys.
No, you guys can't pause it for me.
But yeah, you can pause the combat at any time. You can speed it up or slow it down.
So you can make them move in formation and
You
all
can
that
make them
shit.
hold formations or not.
Yeah. Or a free for all, you know.
By normal, they'll move at a running pace. I basically always put my guys on a walking pace. Because the dwarves do not want to advance, so I have no reason to try to let them tire themselves out.
Kill.
I love watching the catapults fire.
Oh, they can fire from that distance?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Jesus!
You watch the dudes just go flying
Hey,
away.
remember that unit I had? What do you mean had?
Dude, the dwarven artillery is badass.
Oh, they're coming. Yeah, no shit, reload. Can you change ammunition types?
On some units, yes.
Let's start
Can you do the ball and chain? The Boleros round?
those bastards. Warriors,
Uh-oh.
His
they're
cavalry is
flanking.
trying to go behind me.
fire on the foe. Kazoo, move to attack. Dwarf warriors, strong little fingers.
Uh-oh. I'm getting mowed down. Never mind. An attempt was made for you to get mowed down. Just watching the arrows hit some of your allies are the funniest things.
Yeah, there is friendly fire as a consequence.
Yeah.
So you do have to be smart about where you guys are.
Oh god, there's a lot going on here. Are they trying to flee? No. Yeah, they are.
The ancestor gods.
Put all the artillery on the enemy archers so they can't
Jesus.
fucking respond. They're just fucked.
Like one guy, dude, he's like, I can do it!
Roar of vengeance.
Thorgrim, get his ass.
Killers and killer.
The one guy.
Just watching his little entourage of people like, I move now. Did he stop?
Grudge thrower. This will push fire.
Well, that was easy.
Those poor dudes are getting shelled so bad.
What happened?
Oh, Jesus.
God, I love watching the artillery just blow people up. It's awesome.
So you can end.
Boom!
Like, fuck that
They
guy
just-
in particular.
God, this is why I love the dwarves. I could just watch this shit all day.
So you can technically end battle now, but this is just fun.
Like, look at it. It's horrible.
Oh, Jesus.
This is why I love the
Dude, they're just
dwarves.
like wobbling away. They're like, I hate my life.
And this is just them chucking stones. Wait till they get cannons and like incendiary shells.
How many people did you lose?
Probably.
They're
more.
little warthog people.
I lost 13 people. He lost 193.
I'm telling you, dude.
He got 14 kills. My artillery got 34, 25, and 33. They're fucking vicious.
That's funny. Hey, look at that one frame
Hey,
per
look,
second.
the enemy got 3 kills, which means 10 of the kills were my own.
That's what I was trying to tell you. I saw your archers shooting, and you guys just kept dying.
No, I don't care. Just kill the fucking enemy. When the fight is not so one-sided, then yeah, I have to move them around to get into back shots and stuff.
That was great, though.
From base, move!
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Who the fuck is that? Alright, we are going to cut conversation. I'm going to leave the recording running, but I'll just edit it back out. So, cutting. 3, 2, 1, pause. You know, you can just say that out loud, right?
I was going to say, you might want to break it up into 30-minute intervals.
Well, I can.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you do 30-minute intervals, you know.
I'd put out usually an hour at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you? I don't think you need any more shit.
That's what I was saying. Like, you can do it in, like, 30-minute intervals. Because it's easier to watch something that's only 30 minutes versus an hour.
I don't really care.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Alright. Smoke me a cigarette. I'll be back.
Onward.